Welcome to Buzz Around the Globe. Uganda President Yoweri Museveni signed into law draconian new measures against homosexuality described as among the world's harshest, prompting condemnation from human rights and LGBQT groups. Same-sex relations were already illegal in Uganda, as they are in more than 30 African countries, but the new law goes further in targeting lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender and queer people. It also condemns repeat offenders to death. The passage of the anti-gay bill comes despite warnings from Uganda's international partners, including close ally the United States. But the MPs had vowed to resist outside pressure over the bill, which they cast as interference in an effort to protect Uganda's national culture and values from Western immorality. Uganda's parliament approved a new draft of the legislation that was passed overwhelmingly by lawmakers in the East African nation earlier this month. Although President Museveni had called on parliament to rework the bill, most of the hardline provisions that caused an outcry in the West were retained. The amended version said that identifying as gay would not be criminalized, but engaging in acts of homosexuality would be an offense punishable with life imprisonment. Although Museveni had advised lawmakers to delete a provision making aggravated homosexuality a capital offense, lawmakers rejected that move, meaning that repeat offenders could be sentenced to death. The legislation enjoys broad public support in devout, majority Christian Uganda, which has pursued among the toughest anti-gay legislation in Africa, where around 30 nations ban homosexuality. Discussion of the bill in Parliament was laced with homophobic slurs, and Museveni himself referred to gay people as deviants. The revised bill said a person who is believed or alleged or suspected of being a homosexual, who has not committed a sexual act with another person of the same sex, does not commit the offense of homosexuality. An earlier version also required Ugandans to report suspected homosexual activity to the police or face 6 months imprisonment. Lawmakers agreed to amend the provision, and instead the reporting requirement pertained only to suspected sexual offenses against children and vulnerable people, with the penalty raised to 5 years in jail. Anyone who knowingly promotes homosexuality faces up to 20 years in jail, a provision left unchanged from the original bill. While organizations found guilty of encouraging same-sex activity could face a 10-year ban. Reaction from civil society in Uganda has been muted following years of erosion of civic space under Museveni's increasingly authoritarian rule. Homosexuality was criminalized in Uganda under colonial laws, but there has never been a conviction for consensual same-sex activity since independence from Britain in 1962. Do tell us what you think about this video in comments section, and for more news updates, subscribe to India Today.